Okay, we're going to try one from a little bit closer. Not really sure what's going to happen. I'm going to premiere aisles though, so this is going to be cool. I got a minute left, a minute and 10 seconds, talking to Ed from Drug Department on Facebook. Got to Vape It Up a minute. Peter's in chat from London. Technically from Sweden, but not really sure how this one's going to work. I don't know what their heating on is going to look like. We'll see if I'm even going to pay attention to it. 15 seconds. Light Without Heat and Steam Theory, featuring Mr. Jason Dinkovitz from their new album called Asunder. That is a track called Spectres. And yeah, really recommend picking that up. Google Steam Theory. I think it's steamtheory.com. And they have a tremendous body of work beneath them. But Jason Dinkovitz, he was our last on-air guest here on the program. And it's kind of funny because I was just going back and forth on Facebook during that track with a person who probably will be my next on-air guest. A guy named Ed Bernard. Well, I don't know now. I have two, actually, and another one's in chat. So we're going to see how all this works. Let me get settled into the new studio here, and we'll figure out how to do all this. Because Ed Bernard from Drug Department is working on a solo album. He just sent me a new track, but I'm on the air. I can't get it. Okay, so Ed, if you're listening, dude, hit me like just even a couple hours before now would have been great, and I could have played it. You know what? I may see what I can do about that. Give me just a minute, and I may switch it, because I had the old track on the set list anyway for today, the playlist. And then I also wanted to have, and welcoming to the chat room, Mr. Peter Lindell. I want to have him on. We're going to hear a track from In the Labyrinth. I think we're going to kick off the next hour with it, because it's the suite, it's the 3 parts, all that way. Before I get too much into talking about that, let me back announce what I just played. Like I said, Steam Theory, Spectres from Asunder. Before that, we heard music from Travis Larson Band. Killer 3-piece instrumental band. I've been playing these guys for quite a while. The new album, the latest album, is called Shift. They are on tour right now with the Aristocrats, which is really cool. And we heard a track called Watchman, and we kicked off the set with Sieges Even. Now, let me get back and to welcome officially to the chat room Mr. Arthur Frederick and Peter Lindell. Peter is from Sweden, for those of you new guys or people that hadn't been in the show for a while. And he is in a project called In the Labyrinth. And I've been playing these guys. I discovered Peter on Paul's show, Paul Higgins, Aquarium Moons on QuackHouseRadio.net, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. And I discovered Peter, and he and I got to going back and forth, and turns out, man, this dude has been making music forever. And so we will be hearing the entire 3-track suite at the top of the next hour. So there you go. And Peter is joining us now from his travels. He is in London today. That's why he looks a little bit different in chat. He's Peter L, and he looks like a ghost on his profile picture, but that's okay, you know. So I'm assuming, Peter, you couldn't get in like you thought you could or whatever, but that's cool. Hey, he made it regardless, so that's fantastic. Now, it's time for me to get on to another premiere. This is not so much a new music premiere, but it is a band premiere. I hooked up with these dudes on Facebook. It is a band called Isles. These guys are out of Santiago, Chile. Their latest album, they have 3, and they sent me all 3, but their latest album is called 4:45 a.m. And they have a couple live tracks, live videos on YouTube. You can check out Isles, A-I-S-L-E-S. And you can check them out on islesproject.com. But the new album, latest album, is called 4:45 a.m. and I was sort of in a quandary trying to figure out which track to play. I think we're just going to play the opening track, the title track. They've got some great instrumental prog stuff on here as well, but this kind of gives you a feel for the kind of songwriting they do and just the musicality that these guys omit, because it's really great stuff. So check it out. This is Isles, title track from 4:45 a.m. on Life Without Heat. Now playing Isles. Alright, boys and girls. Now since the camera's closer, I can show you what I'm looking at. Pretty much, and yeah, I'm digging the new mic stand, man, because I can put it anywhere. It's not like that old cheesy boom that I had, you know. And right now, oh, that's what you were sitting on. Yeah, the box is not normally there, but I have this desk here so I can write stuff, and the mouse pad, the set list, the playlist, the clock, the red light that indicates that I'm actually on the air, my vape. I'm vaping it up at Vape It Up Studios. So, as promised, I will give you guys a station tour here in just a little while. Right now I'm still on the air, so peace out from Vape It Up Studios.